Hey guys, welcome back. Today we have the two new hot smartphones from the Infinix Hot 9 Pro and the Infinix Hot 9. We are going to do a quick unboxing, see what's inside the box and how's the phone overall. And after that, we are going to talk about everything, like the performance, how's the camera, display, battery life, should you buy this phone or not? Which phone is best for you? So these are the two smartphones. Here are the boxes. Boxes are very similar. This 9 Pro, just the Pro one is different here, the name, otherwise everything is similar. On this side, the 9 Pro, and here are some of the specs that you can read. Let's get inside. Okay, inside the box of the Hot 9 Pro, and this is the Hot 9. Obviously the boxes has been opened because I was checking them, and both of these phones will come with 5-volt 2 ampere charging capacity. That is, they are just standard charging. You will get a micro USB cable on both the Pro and the regular one. There are some paperwork, and obviously there's a SIM ejector tool. And good point is that you will get a screen protector in the box. Samsung, Apple, they don't give you, but a super budget phone can give you. Obviously there is a case also. Apple, they don't give you a case on a lot costly phone, but here you will get a case. So good sign. Now guys, back to the phone. These are the two phones. This is the Infinix Hot 9 Pro and this is the Hot 9. Now there is no Hot 9 Pro keyword written, so only way you can tell the difference is by just looking on the camera. The Hot 9 Pro comes with a 48 megapixel camera and the quad LED flash, while the regular Hot 9 comes with the 13 megapixel camera and the triple LED flash. Other than that, there is no such difference anywhere. Micro USB single speaker headphone jack, and both of these phones take 4G dual SIM card, and on the side there is a dedicated micro SD card support, expandable up to 256 gigabytes. Okay, about the weight of the phone, I would say they are around 195 gram, because typically the 5000 milliamp smartphones are weighing in such a way, except Samsung, they can give you 6000 milliamp on the similar weight. Getting inside the phone, here you can see the display of the phone. It is 6.6 inches HD plus display. There is a punch hole camera on the top left corner, right here on the top left corner. The wallpaper is designed in such a way like you cannot feel it. Okay, and it is the IPS LCD display. The aspect ratio is 20:9, and the brightness goes up to 400 nits, and it has a 90.5% screen to body ratio. And the resolution is like the 720 by 600. So like this is the under 10k phone. It's very difficult to get full HD plus display. I mean, obviously you can get it, but in most of the smartphones you will get the HD plus display, right? It's not the brightest display, but yeah, it is okay. You can easily see the content outdoor, indoor. There is no complaint. Display is okay. Now there is a cutout here, and obviously whenever you try to play any media or play any game, you will see that punch hole cutout in most of the application and the media applications that you are viewing. Alright, so this is about the display. Now guys, let's talk about the performance of these phone. Both the Pro and the regular ones both come with a similar CPU, that is the Helio P22, which is octa-core processor, and it is based on the 12 nanometer CPU structure. Now to test the performance, especially the gaming side, I pick the game of the choice, that is the PUBG Mobile. Also, I check the temperature of the phone while playing the game, since it is pretty hot here. PUBG settings you've already seen. You're not going to get the best setting here, obviously, because these phones are not designed for gaming. That's why there is no Helio G series processor like the G70, G80 or G90T. They are just casually designed phone. I mean, you can play the PUBG with the the best settings that is being allowed by the Helio P22. So during the gameplay, I would say, yeah, it works fine, except one or two times I had some kind of glitches, like it was lagging even though there was no kind of render, like there was no enemy, but still it just lagged one or two times. And brightness is okay, but the display is bigger. You can see a lot of content, you can spot a lot of enemies from far on this phone. So you can play PUBG, guys. This phone is not designed for gaming, to be honest. This is about the PUBG. Now let's see what the scores are saying, since both phones are having the similar processor. Obviously scores will be quite close, around the 1 lakh. Not the best in class, but still it's a good and decent score. So this is the Geek benchmark score, obviously near identical because both phones are having the same processor. Now on using in day by day, I would say guys it is okay. Like if you open a lot of application, then it starts lagging. Otherwise, if you are just casual user, it just works fine. Okay guys, now let's jump to the camera section. This is where the major difference is between 9 Pro and the 9. So let's do a quick comparison between these two phones, see, and obviously you can feel the camera quality. So side by side you can see the on Infinix Hot 9 Pro versus the Hot 9. There's a difference between the camera sensor, between these two phones. The Hot 9 Pro comes with the OmniVision 48 megapixel camera sensor, while the Hot 9 come with the Samsung ISO cell camera sensor, the 13 megapixel. So this is why you can spot, minimum, difference between these two phones. For example, the Hot 9 pictures are more sharp, having the more contrast, more vibrant because it is Samsung sensor. They work in this way. OmniVision, it is a kind of natural way. This is where you can pick the difference. If you like the more saturated photos, you should go with the Hot 9. And about the video quality, both of these phones can film video on the 1080p 30 frame per second, and what I have seen during the filming, colors are slightly boosted. I will say 10 to 15% boosted, which is okay because mostly video should be looking more crispy, more vibrant. There will be no obviously EIS, OIS in this price segment, so video will be little shaky, and you can only film maximum on 1080p 30 frame per second. About the front camera, there is a 8 megapixel. You can film 1080p 30 frame per second video from there. There won't be any stabilization, and front camera is again okay. You can just decide based on the quality that you're seeing. Slightly oversaturated, but again it's a it looks good on the final output. Also, you might be thinking, since a Hot 9 Pro is having the 48 megapixel camera, is there any difference between the 48 versus the regular? I mean, we have seen from the last 1 year, so many smartphones are having a 48, 64 megapixel. And I've told you guys most of the times, the only advantage you will get with the more megapixel is that, on the bright lighting condition, when you're taking photos and you're trying to zoom in, there you can get more details because obviously more megapixel means there are a lot of details you can get. You can do more zoom in. Now let's talk about the front camera between these two phones. Both phones are having the similar 8 megapixel. Here is a quick selfie and the quick portrait. So this is the regular one. Both phones are having the similar megapixel, so you get the same details. About the portrait, yeah, it works well. The hair smoothing is on the edges are very less, so it takes decent and bright photos. Okay, let's take a quick macro. So this is the macro. Yeah, it has a 2 megapixel macro because there is a trend to give you 2 megapixel or make the quad camera setup. So let's dive inside the phone and see about the software information too. What are the things and bloatware you're going to get on the phone. So this is the about phone section. If you go to the my phone section, you can see the regular Hot 9 and this is the Hot 9 Pro, 48 megapixel, 13 megapixel, and processor, CPU. Both are same, just the model number is difference. Based on the Android 10, this is good. That means you're gonna get for sure the Android 11 also. Not sure about the Android 12. And okay, about the bloatware, first you are going to see lot of notifications once you turn on the phone. Actually, I have dismissed a lot, but still you can see the Palm Store, the crazy love test. I mean, so many things you will get. And here if you slide, you can get some widgets sliding up. In the app drawer, you can see some of these things. So these things can be disabled by installing a third-party launcher because this is Android, not the Apple. Here's the best part, and this is the app drawer. So few applications you will get pre-installed like the Spirit Rebel, Real Football, Puzzles Pet, Palm Store. Let's see whether we can disable it or not. Application details. There is no way to uninstall, but yeah, you can disable it, and Palm Store is gone, so that's good. You can disable most of the applications. PHP browser. There is a feature on this phone. You can record the WhatsApp, voice and video calls on this phone, in case you are wondering. Okay, about the battery stats of these two phones, both phones are having the similar 5000 milliamp battery. Both phones comes with the micro USB with the same 10-watt charging support. They're gonna take around 3 hours to charge completely from 0 to 100%. And about the battery backup, they are giving decent. I mean, not this phone, even the past Infinix phone, I always got a lot of good backup. And this time I use the phone on the full brightness, because just to see what kind of backup I'm getting. So I got around 4.5 to 5 hours in both of these phones on the full brightness with the Bluetooth setting and the speakers on most of the time, just to see the game how it is working. And if you use the adaptive brightness and other things, you should be getting at least 7 hours plus backup. So battery wise, again, I don't have any complaint. Now what else about the audio? You're gonna get the DTS audio sound support, so they should sound slightly better. So speakers output are very loud. Like I told you, there is a DTS sound support, which should be slightly better than the regular one. So speakers are again okay. So yeah, guys, that's been it. This is the complete full review of the Infinix Hot 9 and the Hot 9 Pro. If you're looking for a smartphone on the under 10K budget with a big display, big battery, quad camera setup, that means you want to show you have a 4 cameras, get the Infinix Hot 9 on the Hot 9 Pro. So thank you so much guys for watching this video. This is Saurabh. Have a great day.